here are the top 10 ways of making money on the DONUTSMP. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I don't want to waste your guys' time, so let's just start the video. Now for the first method, you're just gonna RTP until you find a desert or like a little sand patch just like this, and then you're going to use the little money that you have and buy a shovel. Make sure it's efficiency 3 or above, or else it's not gonna insta-mine the sand. And dig down to sandstone and just start spinning in circles. Now you just do this until the shovel breaks. As you can see, I've already got a full inventory of this, so you might need to buy a shulker box. Just put all the sand inside of it, or maybe a couple shulker boxes. And there we go, my shovel broke. Now, I assume you guys don't want to keep all this sand. I got this much from a efficiency 4 shovel without unbreaking, so you can get that much too. I did miss a few stacks, so see, off of all this sand, this took me about 5 minutes. I already made $183,000. This method is kind of OP, but not as good as our next method. Our next method is going to be flipping item frames on the auction house. Now, if you do /item frame, you can see that they go for 18k, and all that they cost is some sticks and some leather. So, I think you can tell what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get some cows, we're gonna go get some leather, and I'm gonna be doing this method for about 5 minutes, and I'll see how much I get. That's weird. I was just running around and I found a base. I mean, it's not a good base, but it works. I gotta stop getting distracted. I have to go get some leather. You know what we do to bases. It's not pretty, but it has to be done. And there we go. I've been killing cows for a minute now. We got 21 pieces of leather. Now the second part of what you're gonna do here is buy an iron or a diamond axe, depending on how much you have, or just craft it. I'm gonna buy a regular diamond axe, and you're gonna want to chop about 20 trees or so, and then you should have about a stack of oak logs. Okay, I've chopped down a bunch of trees. My axe broke, so should be fine. If you're wondering why my money is down, I actually met a few subscribers, a few viewers, and I had a screenshot with them. If you guys want to be mentioned in one of these videos, make sure to like and subscribe, and send me a TPA here on one of my streams, and I'll try to get you guys in a bit. Alright, so what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to craft a craft table, not buy one. You don't want to just break one singular log and convert it into a craft table. And then this is how the recipe goes, okay? You're going to place the leather in the middle, and then place sticks all around it. There, 21 item frames. Now what you're going to do with these is you're actually going to spread them across your inventory, so there's only one, and then you sell these for a little bit lower than what the actual price is. See, the price is 14.9k, so I'm going to sell these for 13.5k. As you can see, we're already getting people to buy our item frames. You see, it makes a huge difference if you lower the price just a little bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys want my texture pack or my mods, it will be in my Discord server. If I don't have one by the time this video is up, it'll be in the description. So, yeah, there's that. I think all of them are sold. I have one more. Alright, all of them are sold, and I made this much money. I'm not going to do the math, but this looks like about $250,000 to $300,000. Probably not, maybe 150, but still a lot of money for a little time period like that. And without further ado, let's move on to our third method. I don't know how to do transition. Now, method 3 is going to be TPing streamers to your base. They may blow up your base, especially this guy on screen. Do not TP him to your base. This is IGN2. Do not TP him. He will blow up your base. But I am not reliable, or it's not my fault if your base gets blown up. So I'm just gonna say that first and foremost. And I actually do give money to people that TP me to their base, especially on streams. So make sure to join up that stream, subscribe, so you know be notified when the stream happens. And yeah, that's method 3. Now the method 3.5 is actually like and subscribe. You know, I'm not trying to waste your time, but I'm trying to get it in your head. Just like and subscribe, please. All right, on to method 4. I won't waste your time anymore subscribing. Now, method 4 is going to be kelp farms. They are huge. I don't have one with DONUTSMP, so I'm going to show you IKEA V3 on a private world. So, I will also leave that link down in the description. So, not subscription. I cannot talk today. Description, so, yeah. This is IKEA V3, and I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown on how this base works. I'm not going to go into full detail, because Mushcat has already created a video on this, so basically what you do is you do what the item frames tell you to do. You throw your blaze rods in here, your bones, your shulker shells, your chests, and then it does its thing. Flick this lever, turns on, and then you come over here, and all of your kelp will be right in this chest. Now, kelp goes for a lot on the DONUTSMP. I'm just gonna say it. One shulker box goes for about $1 million. And if you can get a full double chest, you could easily be making $50 million a day. But I will say, running a kelp farm as big as this will be kind of an issue, because you're gonna just supply the bones, and the blaze rods. The chests and the shulker shells are not gonna be a big deal. It's just gonna be the bones and the blaze rods that are gonna take a long time to supply and make orders for. So I wouldn't recommend this to an absolute beginner. I'd recommend building this farm if you have about 50 to 100 mil. But there are easier farms, like the one that I created. I have not released the schematic yet, but it is pretty good. I might release it. I'm releasing this schematic at 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to like and subscribe. The schematic is pretty good. I like it. It's just an upgraded version of IKEA V3. And let's get on to method 5. The 5th method is actually going to be doing duels for money. Now, if you're not good at PvP, then I wouldn't recommend this. But if you are, then it's a really good way of making money. I'm gonna do a duel, and if it's chainmail, I'll do another one. But I just want to show you guys how much this can make you. All right, I'm going against Pet Ka. Is 61% win rate. I'm a low tier 4, so you know, yeah. Mr. Duck, yo, what's good? Oh. Alright. After that, definitely one duel that I had. I definitely won that duel. The method 6 is gonna be gambling. Yes, it can get addictive, but it can actually make you a lot of money if you have luck. Yeah, gambling does take luck, but making a gambling station like this, I'm also gonna release a schematic at 1,000 subscribers. So, actually, you know what? No. 500, so you guys get this easily. All you have to do is subscribe. It literally takes 2 seconds. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not supposed to ask you guys to subscribe again. Sorry about that, but, I am releasing this at 500 subs, so, you know what to do. Basically, if you guys don't know how gambling works, I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown on all these games, except for blackjack. I have no idea on how to play blackjack. So yeah. This is paper game. Hold on. This is paper game. Basically, how it works is that there are 2 dispensers, and they're filled with different items, or one singular item, that list a number all the way from 1 to 9. Now, there's 2 sides. The dealer side, which is the person that is playing, or the person that is running the game, and the player side, which is the person that paid the runner to maybe double, or maybe lose their money. But basically how it works is you flick a lever, or a no block in my case, and then it pops out 2 items. Now, the person with the higher number wins. So here, the player would win, and the person that paid would get 2 times their money. But sometimes, on occasions, get dirt, or you get a skeleton spawner, and you can lose, which sucks, but it happens, you know, happens. Um, yeah, that's basically it for paper. Well, basically how 50-50 works, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's out of order right now because I don't have enough money to run this. But there's 2 items in a dispenser, and you call out one item which you think is going to dispense out. Boom. And if it comes out, you win. Simple, simple. Now, tic-tac-toe game. This game is pretty fun if you know how to play it. Basically, you call out whether you want to be obsidian or end crystal, and you flick this. And the cool thing about this game, you flick the lever or the no block. The cool thing about tic-tac-toe is that you can get 2 rounds in a row, or 3, so you can immediately win. So, let's say I want to be obsidian, okay, and I'm the dealer, and the player wants to be end crystal. I flick it. Now let's say they want to go middle, and then they want to go top right, and then I'm gonna block them. Then they can go again. If they're smart, they go here, and then they can go again and they win. So you can get 2 or 3 times in a row, which is really cool and really good for winning. Probably one of the best ways you can make money. Now the next game is called the flower game. Basically, how this works? What? How this works is you bone meal a 3x1 piece of grass, and if you get a flower, it's 2x. If you get 2 flowers, it's 3x. And basically never happens, but if you get 3 flowers, you get 4x. See, I haven't even gotten a flower yet, but see, 1 flower, that's 2x your money. Now you can get 2 flowers, you get another 1 flower. I would not recommend playing this game though, because you're not really guaranteed to win. But here comes to our next game, Russian Roulette. Basically, how this game works is you call out first person to get the totem of undying loses. Basically, you call out, let's say I call out 3, okay? I get 1, I got paper, so I'm safe. 2, I got paper, so I'm safe. 3, so I'm safe. And let's say the player calls out 2. 1, they get a paper, so they're safe. 2, and now let's say I call out 2 again. 1, 2. See, now I lost because I got the totem, and now I have to pay them 2x. So I really like Russian Roulette. There's really no way on how to scam it. I mean, there is, but not really. And this is the final game that I have. I know there's other games, but I'm just going over the basic ones. Basically what this is this is called, I actually don't know what this is called, but basically what you do is you call out either red or black or red, or black or red, yeah, black or red, and then you can call out gold, but you never really get gold unless you're really lucky, and you click a button, and a button flies across, and let's say you called red, you get times 2x. And what I like to do with this is that if it lands on 2, then it's a loss. Now let's say you pick black. Yeah, see, you lose because it lands on 2, which is kind of sad, but yeah, that's basically a rundown on gambling. Let's move on to method 7. Money is through finding bases. Yes, I know, it is really hard to find a good base, but why not give it a shot? You need money anyway, so why not try it? Now, basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dig down to about Y level negative 50. And once you're at I cannot speak today. Once you're at negative Y level 50, what? When you're at Y level negative 50, you're just going to want to dig in a straight line. See, I didn't even move and I already found, this really isn't a base, but so you can see people do this. What you're going to want to do is just go to 50, you're going to want to go to 50, and then just start digging up, or not up, straight, just a straight line, once you're at 50. And just start digging in a straight line. People do this for hours and find bases. I'm not gonna do this for hours right now, but it's just a really good way on how to find bases, and I recommend it to anybody who starts out and has about 15 mil for a drill. but it is pretty hard to find bases, so pay attention. You can watch videos on your phone, or if you have a second monitor, your second monitor. And yeah, let's move on to method 8. Eighth way on making money is to AFK skeleton spawners. I don't have any spawners right now, but I will show you how this works, okay? Basically, you're just going to want to get a pickaxe and have some skeleton spawners. You don't have to have a lot, but you're going to want to have some skeleton spawners. And what you're going to want to do is dig all the way down to bedrock, okay? Once you dig all the way down to bedrock, you're going to want to find a tiny little capsule. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. Now, as you can see, this is what a bedrock capsule looks like. And if it's open like this, you're just going to want to buy some obsidian and cover it up. Nothing too much, but boom, boom. And you're going to want to come down here. This block up there. So it should be 2 by 2 or 2 by 1. I don't know. Yeah, 2 by 1, 2 by 1. And then you're going to want to place your skellies right here and just AFK them overnight. But make sure you turn on this setting so your name cannot be seen, okay? You're going to want to go to your options, controls, and put sneak on toggle. And if you press control, nobody should see your name, and it should turn gray. And then, yeah, you're basically, you basically can never be found because you're in a bedrock capsule. It's really hard to find somebody. Now, the 9th method is actually going to loot drops. Now, streamers do stream loot drops, and I'm watching a streamer right now do a loot drop, and he's starting it in a couple of minutes, so I will show you guys what a loot drop looks like if you don't know what it is. It's just a big, trying to make my best with the drawing here. It's just a big river thing that's filled up with a bunch of goodies. And you can just, he teleports a bunch of people, and you go get those goodies. Okay, that's how you get it. That's what a loot drop is. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna cut to when it's actually starting, when I'm TPing. So yeah. There we go, guys. Here we go. This is what it looks like. This is what a loot drop looks like. Here, there's just a bunch. Ooh, helmet. So you can get a bunch of loot just from this tiny. It's not really tiny. It's actually a really good loot drop, but see how much loot there is. I'm not gonna pick any up because I want to show you guys. See, this is what it looks like. It's just a huge river filled with loot, basically. I think it's a really good way of making money. Yep, and that is actually a huge money making method too. It's just crazy. I think it's really cool. It's just see, you can just order a block of diamond or whatever they put. So, like, if you go like on Ferrex's stream and stuff, dude, like you can get. See, that's almost $1 million in like 3 minutes. It's crazy. Well, without further ado, I know I've said this so many times, but let's get on with the video. Or let's go to method number 10, which is probably one of the best methods all been waiting for. The 10th method on how to make a lot of money on the DONUTSMP. And this might come as a surprise, maybe not, but you can make tons of money. And you wanna know how you make it? Scamming people. You can scam with skellies, with bases. I'm not gonna show you because I don't have the time to do that right now, but I think you guys know what scamming is. You go on Discord server, you say, I'm selling a base for 100 mil, show them a picture from Google or something for a friend, and you never go first in scamming, okay? That's basically it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I'm really trying my hardest to get media, guys. I love each and every one of you guys for supporting me and watching this entire video to the end. I want you guys to comment, duck is the GOAT, if you stay to the end in the comments. And yeah, I don't really have an outro, but peace. See you guys.